So Quincy Jones was asked if push came to shove, what's the greatest album, his all time greatest album? He said Miles Davis Kinda Blue. I'm not surprised. Because Quincy Jones was a trumpeter and he did do live at Montreux with Miles Davis before Miles transitioned. And he wanted to take Miles back to his old style because Miles was always one who didn't look back. And so Quincy wanted him to do that. Well, anyway, Kinda Blue was probably the first jazz album that I probably listened to its entirety. I want to say, I'd say about back in the day, um, and you could say "Kinda Blue" was like Miles Davis's Thriller. Was off the wall. It's his most commercialist, stylist record. That let's just say that he had been working on Birth of the Cool and his smooth style, and that was the one that landed. It was a huge seller, because a lot of people don't understand. Well, see, jazz artists were not paid like rock pop acts because they didn't sell those kind of records. Miles was a rarity in that regard. He actually sold records like pretty well, really great for that time, along with touring and you know. But it struck a chord. Obviously, the lead off "So What" alone, which was used, that vamp was used for James Brown, you know. And so, you know, uh, it's the cadences and so much that you hear. I'm thinking Philly Joe Chambers. I'm thinking Wynton Kelly. I'm thinking Coltrane. I'm thinking, the musicianship that he had, T.O. Marceau. But Miles Davis was in control of that. And Kind of Blue, just even the album cover, it's just like one of those, it takes you to a particular era, but it's so distinctive. Now, if you was a Milesaholic, you loved a lot of his 60s and then some of his early 70s records. You like all the way up to On the Corner. Jack Johnson, you love, So he just had so many classic records, but what makes Kind of Blue stand out is just it was so cool. It was just smooth and layered, you know. And it just hit, And sometimes I don't care what else you try, you make that kind of iconic record, you make that statement record, and people just kind of get glued to it. So I always love when I hear artists say what's their favorite album, especially producers, because producers hear records differently than the ordinary as far as technical things that they're looking for, catching excuse me, artists in the groove. They hear all that. And so, it's interesting how that it comes to light and to life. So I liked it. And yeah, you can't go wrong with that. And I love Kinda Blue. It's just that because I got into so many other records by him, Sketches of Spain, which I think is incredible. You know. And me, Miles, in a silent way. There's so many records of his that you know, that I dig. But I Kinda Blue was that one that was like that catalyst. That was that record where it was commercial and creatively high tier. So I'm not surprised that Quincy Jones say that's his all time favorite album if your push came to shove. But anyway, let me know what you think. Quincy Jones picks Kinda Blue as his greatest album by Miles Davis. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you like, and hit that membership because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.